All right, guys, here's another stress-free video from me. Obviously, if you've watched my videos, you know I'm not in the top 10, but one of the top, I guess, 12 players was willing to send me his rounds, so I'm going to be watching them and reacting live. Super stoked about this. And that player is DWBL, or double, however you want to pronounce that. But this is a guy that's been around a while. I haven't really ever talked to him that much until now. He's obviously willing to send me his rounds. Got to know him a little bit just talking to him. He's been around a little while, but he's super young. He's only 17 years old. So I'm excited to watch his rounds, see kind of what his style of play is. This is going to be my first peek into his bag, so let's check his bag out. So here we go. So just looking at his putters, I'm obviously a fan of the Pure. I'm interested to see if he likes the drop more than the Harp. I'm not sure if he bagged the Harp before the drop came out, but I'm curious to see his thoughts there. And then after looking at his mid-range, I'm curious to see what his throw-in disc is. So we're obviously going to be able to find that out once we start watching him play. But he's got the MD1 and the Trust, both glide. He's got the Explorer glide as well. And then the Sapphire glide. He's got the Skip Sapphire. Obviously, I love me some Skip Sapphire. And then he's got that Top 10 Survivor Series stamp musket, sticky musket. So I'm sure he's an animal when it comes to throwing in with that thing. He's got all the standard rives, except he has the Roll Zeus, and then he's got a Fade Glide rive. You don't see that in a lot of players' bags, so that's interesting there. Then he's got the Water Skip rive. So pretty awesome bag. Can't wait to see him start throwing. But before we get into watching his rounds, I want to take a minute just to brag about this kid with his permission. So not only is he only 17 years old, but he's one of the top up-and-comers in the game of disc golf. He's already accomplished a ton in the amateur level. I wanted to share a couple of those accomplishments with you guys. You might have already seen him. One of his tournaments, he was on the Disc Golf Network, that 2023 NADGT National Championships. He came in second place. And then this year in the PDGA Junior Disc Golf World Championships, he pulls another second place. So can't wait to see what this kid does as he progresses in his career. Can't wait to talk to him a little bit more, get to know him. But definitely one of the studs in Disc Golf Valley as well as real life. There's some top players in Disc Golf Valley that are really good at the game too, and just add him to that list. So I'm excited to see him play. I'm excited to see if he survives this week and makes the top 5. And I can't wait to follow this kid's career and see how he does in the game of disc golf. So here we go. Let's get into his rounds. Again, this is the top 10 of Survivor. I think 12 of them made it. So there's 12 players and only the top 5 are moving on. So I'm excited to watch his rounds, see if he can advance to the next level. So here we go. Round 1, Survivor Series 10. First hole, what do we got? We got Northern Lights 3 with a tough right to left 3 wind. He pulls out his Roll Zeus. So somewhat safe, but this is kind of a risky approach with all these trees. Can he get around them? Oh, he gets around. Is it going to stay up? Oh, man. So that was pretty fortunate there. See what he throws from here. He pulls out his trusty musket with that awesome Survivor stamp. Goes with the forehand, just kind of lets it fight against the wind the whole way. We're about to find out what he throws in with. It's kind of close, so he might. Looks like he pulls out the Pure. I like it. Aims a little higher than I do, but I like that approach. Curious to see what he throws for the longer throw-ins. Here we go. Coyote Canyon 5. Let's see. He goes the forehand approach. That good old glide, skip, rive. Nicely into the gap. See if it stays away from the cactus. It does. Shouldn't get. Oh, he gets a dead skip. That is unfortunate because I don't think he would have gotten too close to the rock. And looks like he stays with the Pure. Man, is that default aim? I might be learning something from his Pure throwing. So nicely done on the first 2 holes. Windswept Fields 2. He pulls out the Roll Zeus. Expectedly so with this big 3 tailwind. Should land just before and then stop shortly after. Pretty much a perfect shot there. So another nice eagle. So he's off to a flawless start so far. Next we got Ikigai Springs 4. Where's this? This is 3. I'm always curious to see how people play this. Looks like he's going with the bank shot, not shop. And he gets it, man. I love his aggressive style. A lot of people would have played that one safe. He does not. Probably going to do a big flex Man, I'm a fan already. Feel like I'm watching myself, but just with far better execution than what I can do. So another glide skip rive up there. Should be able to make this throw in. Tricky wind, but he gets it to go. Nicely done. Perfect first 4 holes. Moving on, Maple Hill Red. Can't remember which hole number this is. I was curious to see what he throws. He pulls out the pure. I don't think the pure can get there. Although that, if I remember right, maybe there is a backhand ace line with the pure. I'm going to have to ask him about this hole too. But he looks like he's in great position to get a birdie there. And he does. Solid start. 8 under after 5. We got Enzo 3 with a tough left to right wind, but that should keep him away. It's just hard to keep it on the lower level. He pulls out his roll Zeus again. Let's see if it stays on the bottom. Looks like he's got a great line. It should catch the rock. Nice. Oh, nice kick too. I think his chances are good at this eagle, but a tough wind. I'm just paying attention to his pullbacks. I think he goes default. I don't think he adjusted his aim. Oh, he gets it to go. Man, he's tearing it up so far. 10 under after 6. Pioneer base 7. I imagine glide skip. Aims a little to the right of where I do. Oh, don't hit the tree. No. I aim a little farther left on the tree, but I'm sure he has that line down. Just kind of overturned it a little bit. So this is looking like a par. Tosses his light glide rive up to the top here. And his first little hiccup of the round is going to be a par. But still a solid round going. Let's see what we got for hole 8. All right, hole 8. We got downtown hole 8. Musket on a backhand. Just kind of rides the wind a little bit. It is sticky, so it shouldn't have to worry about going OB. Back here a little ways. I like to go high. Looks like he takes the low route. This is the light glide rive again. Nicely done through the gap. That's going to be up there right next to the basket. What a shot. Made that hole look easy. Another nice birdie. And he is 11 down after 8. Finishing off with a tough Northern Breeze 7. I go light glide as well. He has a lower aim point farther right. He's safely up there. It's going to be a tricky second shot, but definitely doable. A lot easier than from down below, that's for sure. Looks like he chooses the glide sapphire on a forehand. Don't hit that tree. Oh, he gets by it just barely. That would have made it a lot harder to save birdie, but he'll get it from here. He is able to get away from that bush. Easy birdie. Nicely done. First round, just had that one par, but other than that, super solid round. 12 under. All right, so 12 under to start. Let's see how he does in round 2. Ooh, tough wind here. Goes glide sapphire, powers it down quite a bit and just lets it ride. Should bounce up there. Never an easy throw in unless you're right next to the basket on this hole. 54 feet, but it can be pretty tricky in that wind. He does aim pretty low and chucks it right in. Man, he's got a nice throwing style. I could probably learn a lot from this. All right, we got Enzo 1. I hate this hole. What does he go with? Glide skip rive on a forehand with a big 2 tailwind. Interesting choice there. Big flex. Right into the gap you want to hit. Does he get... Man, he almost tries to ace that. Hits the wall just perfectly though, so easy eagle there. A lot of disc, but doesn't phase him at all. So great start again for this round. We got K-Hole Park 6 with a tough left to right 3 wind. He pulls out his water skip rive on a forehand. He's going for the gap. Again, such a ballsy style. I'm impressed. And he hits it perfectly. Nice. I usually go light glide there. I might have to start throwing water skip. That looked like a nice straight pull down with that aim. And another easy eagle for him. I learn a ton when I watch others play, so I'm eating this up. All right. Ikigai Springs 5 with a tough right to left wind. Light glide. Is it going to come back? It does. A little bit of a throw in, but he gets through the Mando, 91 feet into an uphill, right to left, headwind, and he nails it. Man, this kid's automatic. I like his chances so far as surviving, that's for sure. He goes with that roll Zeus. Oh no, right into the flag. It's going to stay though. Let's see if he can save the albatross. Oh, he can see around it. Better not hit that pole. Can he make it? It's a tough shot. I'll be impressed if he makes this one. Get left. Oh, it just doesn't fade enough. Nice try though. Still got the eagle. Much better than getting in the water and having to take a birdie. But you always want to albie that hole. But again, he's off to a solid start. If those are the mistakes you make, then you're in good shape. All right. Oh, he goes glide skip. I guess it's a big headwind. I do that too, so I can skip across because I know it's not going to reach. But that's turned way too much. See if it stays fair. It goes OB. So see if he can save. Right now, he's basically hoping for par. So maybe a throw in for birdie, but chances at birdie from here are very slim. Just try not to make any more mistakes. Make sure you get your par. Other people are going to be par in this hole in this tough wind. So you just got to keep that in mind. Another glide skip. Don't want to turn it too much into the water. Hopefully it bounces off the tracks. It doesn't. So he's going to have a tough shot to save par from 104. Man, he likes minor adjustments, even in the 3-wind. And he just pulls it back with confidence. All right, Maple Hill 1. This looks like gold version. So this is a tough win. See if he throws the water skip here. He's got the light glide. Looks like he's thinking about it. Yep, he changes to the water skip. I would have done the exact same because it's so hard to carry. You pretty much have to go to the right side of that lake or else you're not going to make it. So play right in the center, plan on the water skip, and it gets you over. Smart move there. Still a tough second shot, but this hole's going to be tough no matter what you do in this wind. I didn't catch what he threw there. Was it the Sapphire? Couldn't tell. Finishes up with a drop. Probably just whatever popped up. So solid 9 under after 7. Then we got Maple Hill Red, hole 18. He goes glide skip rive on a forehand. This is... Did he power that down? Oh, no. I usually go light glide and just try to carry it there. I didn't catch the wind. It's kind of a 2 headwind a little bit, but I think he could have made it there with a light glide. But he saves par. Not the worst on that hole. A lot of par. A lot of people are going to get par on that hole. Here we go, downtown. Much different aim point than I'm using on that. This is the musket. He's got that one down perfectly, though. Just lands so nice and soft for an easy birdie. I didn't notice if he powered that down either. I got to start paying attention to those things. So there he goes. He finishes the second round at 10 under. So through 2, he's 22 under. Great start. Tough wind here in this 3 left to right. Glide skip rive. He goes forehand. Looks like he's going to turn it into that wind. Get as much out of this as he can. Nicely done. That's going to hopefully gets... Oh, those damn dead skips, man. Those are killer on this hole, too. I just hate dead skips so much. Probably going to go glide skip again and just let it turn. Try to land it just left of the big tree. Looks like he overturns it a hair. So he's basically going to be playing for birdie now. Still not bad in this wind on this hole. No out of bounces is what you want to make sure. He's not going to get the eagle, but that was a tough eagle in that wind. He pulls out the drop here. He tries to give that a run. That was a nice bid. Lands soft and sticks because it's the sticky drop. And he gets the birdie on the first hole. See what he's got next. All right, I'm curious to see what he throws here. Nice skip sapphire, very similar. He aims way more right than me and does a straight pull. I usually do more of a disc of flex. But that works out well for him. Gets it to stay safe. I like the straight pull though. Knocks it in with the pure just above that basket. Gets another birdie. So 2 under after 2. Windswept field 7. Pulls out the Glide Sapphire in a big 4-wind and just puts a ton of hyzer on it. I like to go roll here, especially in these big winds, for this exact reason. This is going to be a tough throw in. 82 feet, big 4 tailwind. Get up. Oh, nice. Just over the basket again. Saves that birdie. What do we got next? Another Coyote Canyon 5. Light glide this time. So he probably alternates between, oh, don't catch it. Nice. Light glide and glide skip. I do the same. Any sort of tailwind, I'm throwing light glide. Every other wind, I'm going glide skip. Tough throwing from back here, though. Little uphill, little headwind. 123. That's about 150 power for the pure. And he just misses it to the right. Dang. My only gripe about these layouts, they've been awesome for Survivor Series. I love them because they're tough. But it seems like there's been a lot of repeat holes. That's the only thing that I can complain about at all. Other than that, it's been so difficult and so awesome. Lots of separation. So this is a much different line than I use. Backhand glide skip rive through that gap. I think he overturned that, but it is safe. Last thing you want to do on this hole is get too aggressive and go in the water. Tosses his drop up there, and he's going to come away with the birdie. So what do we got? 5 holes in, and he is 5 under, so 5 birdies. Here we go, Maple Hill. Can't even remember which hole this is. It's one of the new ones. Nicely done with the forehand glide Sapphire. Tap in for birdie. I don't even know if I have a line for that hole because I've played it so little. Frozen Valley 1. Let's see what he does here. Big kind of right to left headwind. He goes light glide, just pulls it straight down. Lets it ride that wind over to the basket. Another easy birdie for him. So he's 7 under after 7, just 7 straight birdies. On to the next. And what was I saying about repeat holes? We got Kehoe Park 6 again. He goes with that water skip rive. Oh, he looks like he powered it down a touch. Another just right through the gap, no problem. Makes it seem easy. Sometimes this hole feels easy for me, and other times I hate it. But man, he made it seem easy the 2 times he played it. So nice eagle there. So 9 under after 8. Last hole. Oh, let's see if he can redeem himself. Another tough wind, man. I feel like that's almost the same wind as he had before, or was it the other direction? He chooses. No, he changes his mind, probably from what happened last time. So he goes with the water skip forehand. I don't think that's going to reach the water. Oh, it might. Oh, no. Lucky with the bridge. Oh, it stays. Nice. No, that's his roll. Sorry, that's the roll. That's not the water skip. That was his roll, Zeus. And that's why it stopped as fast as it did. That was glide skip rive. He's got a chance to throw it in here. He goes with the good old skip Sapphire. Give it a chance. Love it. I'm a huge fan of his style, that's for sure. And I'm learning a ton, seeing his lines and how he approaches his shots. All right, so that's at 10 under for the 3rd round. I'm not sure when he played, but he's got to be feeling pretty good so far. Let's see, I'm curious what people do on this one. Glide skip rive? No. Turn glide, which is the same disc I use, but I go way farther right than that. Okay, so he just throws it up here. I go right at the basket with this, and it makes it through the trees, no problem with the easy eagle, but that's still nice, safe, right through the gap. 115, he gets the eagle. Nicely done. Alwood 7, let's see if he gives this a ride. He does not. He just goes safe with the glide Sapphire. Probably smart. I always like to run this one, especially in a 1-win, but he's trying to make it to the next round, and that's going to help him do it with an easy birdie. Next up, we got Northern Lights 1. No, this isn't 1. This is 7. So I'm sure he's just thinking birdie here. This is light glide off the tee. Over to the left side. Going to be just fine. Curious to see where he plays the second shot. A lot of people play up the right side of that fairway. Some people just play straight ahead with a, he goes forehand light glide to bite off as much as he can. I've always considered this approach. I've just never done it. And from here, skip sapphire, up the hill, try to land it just in the right line. Go in, go in. Oh no! He gets a dead skip, dude. That was in for eagle. If that just skips normal. That's brutal, man. What a shot. All right, we get another repeat hole. Enzo 1, he goes glide skip again. This time doesn't have the headwind. Is that too much turn? No. Get around the tree. Nice. Is he going to stay safe? Stay. And that's why I hate throwing the glide skip. I'm surprised he does that. Turn glide works wonders on that hole. But he had a great line and just slid off. Let's see if he can save his birdie. Oh, just misses it right. So he's going to take par there. I just think, I play pretty aggressive, and I just think glide skip is just too aggressive on that hole. Worked the first time for him, but that time it got him. All right, we got Ikigai Springs 8. What does he got? He goes glide sapphire on the backhand. See if he can do it with his tough wind. It's going to be hard to keep it in. Didn't look like he powered it down, so I just feel like that's so much disc, and he right into the rock. Nice. So an easy eagle there in a tough wind. That's like the perfect wind for my Vandal, but worked well with the glide skip, or the glide sapphire. See what he does here. Light glide. No, glide skip. So he's taking it up the right side. The nice, safe approach, and it'll still, oh no. Go. Oh, he clears it. I thought that was going to be short. Man, that ended up right next to the basket. I wonder if he was trying to be that aggressive. That was nice. I haven't seen that type of line. If I'm playing safe, sometimes I'll throw it, but I'll go way right of that. That worked out perfect for him. Glide sapphire just into the hill over here. Should just roll back down next to the basket. Easy tap in birdie there. So after 7, 9 under. And man, I say he's basically got it made if he can just finish off these last couple holes without any huge, oh my goodness, that was a wild line. That is very interesting. I haven't seen anyone take that line, but it seemed pretty easy for him. Boyka showed me a nice ace line on this hole. I'm excited to try next time I play it, but that one worked out well. So last hole, 4 wind. Oh man, this is tough. What does he go off the tee? Forehand, light glide ride. He does like that light glide. He throws it a lot. Judged perfectly, just turns a little bit and then starts kind of just riding the wind, keeping it nice and straight. I doubt he goes for this one. Yeah, he's just throwing his musket up there, powering down a little bit. Keep it nice and safe in the fairway. That way he can throw it across with what looks like his Glide Explorer drop. That's going to be just fine. So he's going to finish off with a nice birdie. What a freaking round. What an event for DWBL double Loren, whatever you want to call him. 11 under. And it is Sunday night. Judah just played. He's always the last one to play. So let's take a look at this leaderboard. Code blue. And there's DWBL minus 43, second place. He makes it on. John in tied for second. Daggers in fourth. Zin the Zinni and Judah tied for fifth. So that's the group that's going to be moving on. Unfortunately, Reese, Boyka, Jerma, Stever, Sasha, and Wertonen were the ones that were cut this week, man. Some big names there. It's crazy. Shout out to Judah. He parred the last hole on purpose to bring Zin the Zinni with him into the final 5. I'm a fan of that type of play. Others may not be, but I'm a fan. So hats off to him for that. Congrats to the top 5 for making it on. Can't wait to see who becomes the lone survivor. And thanks again for Loren for sending me these rounds. I hope you enjoyed watching them as much as I did. I had a blast doing that. And again, now you get to know one of the top DGV players a little more. You definitely know as much as I do about now. I'm excited to get to know this kid and again, watch him along the way, compete against him in Disc Golf Valley. And there you go, guys. Thanks for watching DWBL play some DGV.